Ah, hello, Philip. You're here at last. Yes. Look, what's so important that you had to see me at this hour? It's about that report you're thinking of sending back to London. How do you know about that? Come now, Philip. It was quite obvious how you felt about the work going on here. It's insane. Not only your ethics, but also your treatments. Do you know how many times I've overheard the screams? Those poor creatures you're experimenting on. Well, if you think you can persuade me to reconsider sending my report, then you're very much mistaken. The Society has a right to know, and I'm going to tell them exactly what you're up to. You've seen my results, I understand, and the plans of the project. I've heard rumours, and I don't like what I've heard. Here. This is the sort of thing we're inspiring towards, but on a much bigger scale. This is totally barbaric. No, I can't, and I won't allow this. Once my report goes through, you're finished, Harker. Then you leave me with no alternative. I'm sorry, Philip. I really am. Oh, bloody hell, it's like an oven out here. Yes, according to the TARDIS, we're in Africa, just off a sedimentary basin of the Congo River, the Congo Basin region, which is better known as the Congo. The flora here is quite spectacular. Prey would love this. Who? Oh, never mind. Shall we take a look around whilst we're here? What if we get lost? I have a small tracker in my jacket pocket which gives up a homing beacon. Should we lose track of the TARDIS, we simply follow it until we find it again. And we'll know we're getting near it if the sound becomes louder. And which way should we go? According to my trusty compass, we should head south, which means we should follow the river. Why'd you look so bored, Cass? I'm merely counting down the days till we're out of this hellhole. It's only another week. Besides, why all the complaining? Some people would love to live here. Nah, it's too green for me. I'm a city girl. Hey, Jackie. You may want to have a look at this. What is it? The computer picked up an energy reading, right? Well, first I thought it was a malfunction with the circuits. But now I've noticed this. Or rather, them. But who are they? How did they get here? Kevin? Kevin! Yeah? What is it? You're in charge of security. When did you say the plane was coming in? Well, there hasn't been one. Then how, may I ask, did they get here? I don't know. Maybe they got something to do with Philip going missing. They could be journalists. Maybe. We better go and get them. Max with me. Cassie, inform Professor Harker about this. Fat chance. No one's seen him since last night. Beautiful here. Do we have to rush off so quickly? Could we not just stay here for a little bit longer? Well, I suppose maybe for a little longer. We do have a tracker, and provided we don't go too far from the TARDIS, we should be alright. Look at the fruit on some of these plants. I've never seen anything like it. With vegetation like this, Earth's hunger problems would be a thing of the past. You could feed your entire world for hundreds of years, Doctor. Oh. Hello. Who are you? I'm the Doctor, and this is my friend Pip. Doctor? Oh God, not another botanist. Well, I'm a doctor of many things, practically everything in fact, but I do have some experience in botany. So you're not government then? No, I try to keep out of things political. And what are you doing here? We were just admiring the scenery. Were you indeed? How did you get here? The TARDIS, a little blue box back there. You landed here? Yes, well, more materialised. This would explain why the computer scanners wouldn't pick up any disturbance. No official landing pattern or procedure. What if they're spying on the project? They could be part of that Friends of Cosmic Mother Nature lot. They could have been here for months and we didn't know anything about it. How can we when we've only just arrived here? We're not spying on anyone. This might seem like a stupid question, but what are you doing here? We're doing research on the plant life here. Don't tell them that. Max, if they were spies, they would have known that already. So why come to Africa to study the plant life here? Some of the plants here are indigenous to Earth. We might gain something from that. Cures the diseases, that sort of thing. And you're all from different regions. We all come from one society, all hoping to achieve the same goal. Our research shows that Earth's population is growing at a dangerous rate. American and British governments are worried that we may not be able to sustain ourselves for much longer. I see. So the Congo is a sort of your personal allotment in order to grow extra food. Oh, Harker, it's you. Professor Harker to you, Jacqueline. Who are these people? A doctor and his assistant. Assistant? Just go with it, Pip. It'll keep us out of trouble. Intruders? No. Visitors. Max, search the jungle for more of them. They could be ecology anarchists. Oh, not this again. Look, we've already been through this. We're not spies. Max. Have you questioned them about Philip? Who's Philip? One of our staff, who went missing 2 days ago, along with Professor Harker's assistant. Yes, Anthony went missing 3 weeks ago. And then Philip, and now you show up. A matter of pure coincidence, I assure you. Ah! Max? Oh my god, I think I'm going to be sick. Deep breaths, Pip. Philip? What could have done this? They did. But don't be ridiculous. What's happened to him? He's been eaten. Well, partially eaten. You see? I told you there were tigers about this part of the jungle. Could have been a tiger. But someone says the word carnivorous and you automatically think of animals. What about a plant? A plant? What are you insinuating? Plants can't do that. Ah, well, I'm afraid this particular plant can. What kind of plant, Doctor? It's almost too horrible to think about. But I'm afraid to say that I think there might be a Krynoid lurking around somewhere in this part of the Congo, a sentient vegetable life form which feeds on animal life. I suggest you leave here right away, pack your bags and go, and whatever you do, do not take any of the plants you found here with you. What rubbish! Alien plants from outer space? You're just trying to scare us away from fulfilling our research for your own gain. I'm trying to save your lives. What do these Krynoids do, Doctor? What do they look like? They start off as small pods, but they germinate and infect hosts, taking over and consuming them until they are a fully mutated Krynoid. Once in its full form, the Krynoid will be able to communicate telepathically with other plants, which is why a jungle isn't the safest place to be right now. A plant monster that can control other plants in a jungle that might kill us. You have a way of putting things, Doctor. Sorry. Even if what you say is true, and I'm not saying I don't believe you, we would have to consult the society first. We can't just pack up and leave. Millions of pounds have gone into funding this project. If we just abandon the Congo now, have you not listened to a word I've just said? This is more important than money. Look, just suppose that someone has picked up a Krynoid pod by mistake. If you take that back with you, you would have doomed your entire planet, because that pod will find a host, and that host will gorge and feed until it has consumed every living thing on this Earth. I've had enough of this. I'm going back to my laboratory. If anyone needs me, you'll know not to disturb me with any more absurd stories about plant men eating people. He has his own lab. Yeah, he's working on his own secret project. Very hush-hush sort of thing. Now that is interesting. What is? Not once did I say that the Krynoids were plant-like humanoids in their early stages. I simply said plants. Yet Professor Harker seemed to know. Private lab. Secret projects. He knows more than he's letting on. Exactly. What is it? I've called you to give you a warning. Some new arrivals have turned up here. One of them seems to know a lot about the Krynoid. He calls himself the Doctor. The Doctor? Do you know him? I know of him. If he really is in the Congo as you say, then we must advance the plan. Do you still have the second pod? Yes. Then you must bring it to me, immediately. But my tests still aren't finished yet. I'll need time. You haven't got time. I need that pod, and I need it now. But listen, I'm not paying you to make up excuses. If you care about your wife and your family's welfare, you'll do as I say. I'll send a chopper to come and collect you. You will be there and deliver the pod to me in person. Or else. But how can I do that? It's hard for me to walk about here without looking suspicious. You must kill the Doctor and the others. That should stop them from following you. Yes, but... Hello? Hello? I'm sorry. Forgive me. What's going on? Who are these people? This is the Doctor and Pip. Kevin, get on to London and tell them what's happened to Philip. Philip? Why? What's happened? He's dead. What? And you'll all end up the same way if you don't leave here right now. Kevin? Alright. They don't seem that worried. Well, that's scientists for you. They don't take a blind bit of notice of the problems just so long as they get the results they're after. So are we going to head back to the TARDIS now? No, not yet. I can't risk these people going back to London with the possibility of bringing back a seed pod. Plus, I'm interested in this secret project Professor Harker has been doing. Top secret, apparently. Whatever he's working on, it must have been chosen specifically for this project. What do you mean? Well, it must consist of something specific to do with what's going on here, otherwise they'd have done it in London. Philippa Fay, you are absolutely right. Harker? Where are you going? Harker? Hello? Who's there? Cassie, is this you? Very funny. Cassie? Cassie? Look, Cass, I'm really not in the mood for your games. What was that? Come on. Kevin? Kevin, are you okay? Oh no. Kevin! Right, where are they? Where are what? The Krynoid, the seed pods. You're hiding them somewhere. Where are they? We don't have anything like that here. I'm warning you, it would be very unwise to lie to me. Who the hell do you think you are, coming here and threatening us? Doctor, how do these seed pods work? They collapse open once they come into contact with a suitable host. The pod germinates and releases a tentacle that lashes out and grabs its victim. Kevin is dead. He died just like Philip, which means there is a Krynoid somewhere on this silo station, and that means the pods can't be far away. And I can probably hazard a guess as to who's behind this. Harker. I don't understand. Why does he keep himself to himself so much? What's he got going on in that lab of his? It's government stuff, top secret. Exactly, you don't know. That does make sense. He was very quick to accuse us of killing Philip, and being spies. Well, you might be. There's no proof of who you are or where you come from. You could have killed Philip and you could have killed Kevin. How could we? You were with us the whole time. You would have noticed if one of us had gone, or if we'd committed a murder. Pip's right. Pointing the finger at us isn't going to help the situation. Right. Now we are all in very real danger. You need to get out of here before that Krynoid kills again. Pack your things and just go. What about Harker? Oh, I imagine he'll be long gone by now. Probably scarpered. And you should do the same. Get to your helicopter and fly out of here. Go! Now! Come on, Cass. What the... Holy... Back! Bullets can't stop it. Your only hope is to run. Now move! Deadlock that door. What the hell is that thing? The thing that I've been trying to tell you about. Hold on, where's Max? Relax, I'm here. I was just loading the last of the things onto the chopper. We're pretty much ready to go. Then you must go, now. And you're coming with us, Doctor. No, I'm sorry, I'm afraid we can't. You're planning on staying here? I want to take a look at Harker's lab, plus Pip and I have our own transportation. We need to get back to it. You're crazy. It's a risk we'll have to take. Now go, get to your helicopter and get out of here. And how exactly are we going to get to Harker's lab with that thing roaming about the place? I had a feeling you were going to ask me that. Here. This is the map of the entire base. This is where we are now. That's the Krynoid, and there's Harker's lab. Now we're not too far away from it, just down the corridor. Only one problem. The Krynoid is right between us and the lab. So... no way, Pip. We crawl through the air duct. It's the safest way of getting to Harker's lab. It's either that or we die. Because we'll be dinner if we stay in here. Oh, fine. I'll give you a leg up. Here, use the sonic screwdriver to open the hatch. Right, you go. There's no time to lose. How much further is it now? Not long. Right here. What? Right. What do you mean right? I mean turn right. Well, make your mind up, will ya? Oh, Doctor, what is it now? I'm stuck. Don't be stupid. I'm serious, I can't move. I think I'm actually stuck. Try and wriggle free. I can't move a muscle. Try, Pip. I am trying. Push yourself forwards rather than backwards. No good. It's probably that extra weight you've put on. Excuse me? Your bum's too big. You can't squeeze through the gap. Have you farted? Shut up! Ah! Phew! We made it. Ow! What was that for? Calling me fat. And I didn't fart. Is this Harker's lab? It is, yes. We've turned up right where we wanted to. Better double lock the doors. We don't want that Krynoid breaking in. Hey, Doctor, what's this? Keep away from it. It's a Krynoid seed pod. But it looks as though it's already germinated. So Harker must have found the pods and worked on them as part of his secret project. But why? What's all this stuff for? Bioweapons. What? Organic weaponry. Krynoids would be the perfect choice. If they can be controlled, think about it. They could use their natural connections with plant life to telepathically control the enemy's environment, turning the landscape against them. That sort of thing. Yes, I think Harker is working on something else. Yes, I think Harker is working for somebody else who knows about the Krynoids, and that there are 2 seed pods here in the Congo. This is all part of one big plan. A plan which is now starting to frighten me. Where's the evidence to back up this theory? Harker must have taken all his research with him. He's packed up everything. But he has so happened to have left in a bit of a hurry, henceforth leaving his computer logged in. I bet you anything there's something on his computer which will tell us what he's been running tests on. This could be everything we need. Pip, pass me a memory stick. I don't have one. Check your pockets. Oh, here's one. Download the files on here and take these back to London with us. And we'll show these to the people of that society. They'll have to believe us. Right, it's downloading. Doctor. It should only take a minute or two, but... Doctor! Is this the Krynoid? Yes, and not a very healthy one by the look of it. Malnourished, deprived of natural sunlight. The result of an unethical lab experiment. What's that on its neck? That collar thing? I'm not sure. Some form of inhibitor? Remember what Jackie said. Harker had an assistant that went missing. I think we found him. That's Anthony. Yes. He's become part of Harker's depraved experiments. This has gone on too far. We're putting an end to this. Now. Come on. We need to get back to the TARDIS. Then we best get out of here quick. Look. Harker must have activated a self-destruct mechanism on his way out. Come on, we've got about 2 minutes to get out of here. Come on. Come on. Setting the coordinates for London. Doctor, what if we're already too late? For the sake of humanity, Pip, I hope we're not. But don't worry. I know the exact person who can help us. What do you mean the Brigadier isn't available? Listen, Doctor. Brigadier Lethbridge Stewart is away in Geneva at the moment. I can't just ring him up and ask him to come all the way back to London just because you want to speak to him. Very well then, can I please speak to Major Bennett? Major Bennett has been promoted to Brigadier, and he's unavailable too. Oh, this is ridiculous. Why is it I can never speak to people that I want to speak to? Very well then, who else is available? Preferably now. I'll have to check. Everyone is busy at the moment. Now if you please take a seat, I shall let you know the moment someone becomes available. Typical. Absolutely typical. You turn up expecting to speak to someone, and they're all busy. Why don't we take what we've got to the society? At least we can tell them what we know. I want to ensure we've got the correct backup first. We're dealing with such a life-threatening threat, I need to ensure that we have the right backup. Oh, I hate waiting rooms. Depressing places. Percy Pegg. Yes? It's all right. I'm expected. Yes? Professor Harker to see you. Let him in. You're late. I'm sorry. I had to make sure I wasn't being followed. Do you have the pod? Yes? Good. Come with me. Where are we going? To the lab. It must be studied. Studied? But you have my notes, all the reports. I want to study it for myself. Now stop asking questions and do as you're told. Excellent. You've done well. I've done everything you've asked me to. We're done. I just want to take the money and go. What money would that be, Professor? The money you've promised me. Oh yes, of course. How could I forget? Only, our agreement is not yet over. You have one more final part to play. I don't understand. I didn't think you would. A foolish man such as yourself would only be so gullible as to do as I told him to. If it meant protecting his family. Well, Professor Harker, there is no money. There never was any money for you. This was all part of my plan to find out all about the Krynoid and use the information to my own advantage. You... People have died because of you. I've sacrificed so much for the greater good, Professor. Thanks to you, the human race shall become all the more better off for the work you've done. I shall have no more part in this mad scheme. I'm leaving. Where are you going? To the police. I'm going to tell them everything about what you're doing and have this mad scheme of yours put to an end. I shan't have you endanger innocent lives for the advancements of science. Innocent? Mankind shall pay for plant suppression. They mow the lawn, they cut down trees, they throw vegetables on compost heaps. Without plants we cannot live, but for plants we are the enemy. It's about time mankind showed the green some respect. You're insane. I should have had nothing to do with you. Guard, stop him. Let me go! Let me go, you thugs! Let me go! I'm sorry, Raymond, but I can't let you leave. You are to become part of the final phase of my plan. Bring him to the table. No! No! Get off me! Sit him down. Hold his right arm out and roll up his sleeve. No! No! You are to become part of a great cause, Raymond. The revolution of the green. What a better way to die than to sacrifice your life for the greater good. No! What you doing? Watching the precious time this planet's got just fly by. I fear we might already be too late. Hello? Yes, he's still here. Oh, I see. What is it? Is someone available? There is only one acting officer available, and that is Colonel Hall. There is only one acting officer available, and that is Colonel Hall. Colonel Hall? Well, fine, get him down here straight away. Could you tell him to get down here straight away, please? His car's on the way now. Very well. Thank you. Goodbye. There you are, Doctor. Colonel Hall's on his way. You can explain everything to him. How long will he be? Well, I'm not sure. All I know is that he's on his way, and that he'll do everything he can to help you defeat the Krynoid. We need to go to the establishment and set up a board meeting with the Society. And also I need Jackie Briggs there as a witness. She can vouch for everything that Pip and I saw in Africa. That would help to convince the committee. Well, there's not much we can do about any of that until the Colonel gets here. So if you wouldn't mind waiting... No. It's all I've been doing for the last hour and a half. By the time I get around to doing something about this ordeal, it might already be too late. People just don't seem to understand the danger they're in until they're under attack. Well, life does go on for people, and I'm not saying this isn't bad, but you can't just expect people to drop everything just because you want them to. Yes, I know. All the same, something bad is happening somewhere, and we can't stop it on our own. Good evening, Colonel Hall. This is the Doctor. Yes, I read all about you in the unit files. They were both an interesting and melancholy read. So you know all about the Krynoid, then? Yes. Major Beresford took over the case last time, I believe, and I must say I've become rather reluctant to follow in his footsteps. My bad luck, I suppose. Now then, I've been made aware of the urgency of this case, and my colleagues have informed me of what has happened in Africa. So where do we go from here? We need to find Professor Harker. He has the Krynoid pod with him. That pod could bring out the destruction of all life on this planet. Yes, I'm aware of the danger of the situation, but what do we do about it? Do you have any idea where Harker might have gone? Did he act alone, or did he have accomplices? Well, I'm not sure. But I have a memory stick which has everything on it that was on Harker's computer. That might give us a clue as to where he might have gone, or where he might be at this time. We need to take it to the Society. My car's still waiting outside. We'll go there now. Well, good. We have no more time left to lose. Do you always talk in such a dramatic emphasis? Not all the time. Although I do take your point. Shall we go? The car's outside. Why is it taking so long to load? Just give it a bit of time, Doctor. Time? Why are you people being so calm about all this? Time is the one thing I'm not sure we have. Ah, here we go. What's this? All the proof you need to show that Harker was breeding a Krynoid under your nose. This was his top-secret government project, only I don't think Harker acted alone. He must have been working for someone outside of the Society. That's absurd, is it? Why would Harker be working in league with someone else? For money? Someone must have offered him a huge amount of it to go sneaking behind your back. There was a lot for him to risk going to the extreme lengths that he did. What makes you say that? I found these in Harker's lab. Bank statements. Harker is up to his nose in debt. He must have joined up with someone who wanted to know about the Krynoids and used them to some sadistic advantage, and paid Harker a ridiculously huge amount of money to do so. If I check back through Harker's call history on his computer, you'll see that Harker made several calls to this number. I think he must have related his thoughts back to whomever he was talking to, giving updates, things like that. And if we trace the number from the calls he made, the calls he was making were from this address to this location, just outside London. That's where I think he went after leaving the silo station in Africa. You know what, Doctor? Sometimes you're brilliant. Only sometimes. We better get down there right away. I'll send some reinforcements. Soldiers and bullets may not be enough, Colonel. We need an airstrike to bomb the place and blow up everything. That's what happened last time, and I have to say, as much as I oppose to unit solutions to things, it did prove most effective. And it may be our only hope of stopping the Krynoid before it becomes more powerful. Let's just investigate the matter first before we go blowing things up. I'll be back with reinforcements. Send me the details of the address once you've got them. So, where is this place? Have you got an address? No, not yet. But let's find out. Oh no. I don't believe it. What is it? It's the Chase estate. And what is the Chase estate? Harrison Chase was a mad millionaire who was obsessed with the Krynoid. He was mad to get his hands on the seed pods and use them to his own advantage. Looks like another member of the Chase family wants to do the same. If things were not serious before, they most certainly are now. We need a car, and quickly. But Doctor, no time, Pip, I'll explain on the way. Yes? Open up. This is the Doctor. I'm expected. One moment, please, sir. You can go through, sir. Good afternoon. I take it that I'm expected. Beautiful, isn't it? The tranquility, the sounds. It's like music. Nature is so beautiful and mankind just takes it for granted. Trees are our life, our oxygen, and we cut them down and degrade them into paper. You see these flowers? You can cut them up and place them to death in a vase. You can spare me the Shakespearean speech about how man will pay for abusing nature. Mr. Chase, I presume? Yes. Duncan Chase. The Doctor, is it? Yes, I know all about you. You knew Harrison Chase then, Duncan? Knew him? Harrison Chase was my father, and you killed him. I didn't kill Harrison. It was an accident. Really? Well, during the months following my father's death, my only comfort was planning your demise, Doctor. Oh, so this was all part of your big revenge plan to get back at me. You know something, Pip? This is just like one of these old-fashioned spy movies where the bad guy tells me his whole plan and then he comes up with some absurd and convoluted way to kill me and I find an equally convoluted way to escape. Well, this isn't a movie, Mr. Chase. This is real life. Human life. Life you're about to destroy because your naivety blinds you about the seriousness of the situation. Now, where's Professor Harker? Oh, he's with us now, Doctor. He's in this room. Right now. I'll call him for you. Oh my God! Harker has joined the green and has become one with nature. He sacrificed himself for the greater good, and in a few minutes' time, all life will bow down to the green. The Krynoid will do everything I say through this, a remote control device ensuring that I have control of all things green. I always said we should live more economically. If you think you can control that creature, you have a big surprise coming your way. Kill them, Harker! Doctor, the weeds, they're... Don't worry, Pip, just stay calm. I think... I'm going to get us out of this. There is nothing you can do now. Goodbye, Doctor. And say hello to my father for me. I hope you've got a plan. If I can reach into my coat pocket, I can take out my sonic screwdriver and the sonic vibrations could cause the weeds to retract. It took your time about it. Sorry about that. Colonel Hall, are you receiving me? Over. Loud and clear, Doctor. We need an airstrike here right now. Can you do that? Hold on a minute, please. I'm just locking onto the coordinates you sent me. Right, got them. I have a missile to strike the house in the next 15 seconds once I press enter. Then do it. We're running out of time. But we'll be fine, Pip. Just trust me. Colonel Hall. Fire. Come on, we've got 15 seconds to get out of here, come on! Down, Pip! That's the target down. Job done. So what now? Colonel Hall, the target has been eliminated. I'm glad to have been of help. Let me know when you're back to HQ. There's some paperwork to fill out. So that's that then, is it? For the moment, yes. What do you mean for the moment? The Krynoid was destroyed. Yes, but there are other things out there, not just Krynoids. Hundreds of species. Thousands of them. And the human race is drawing attention to itself. Every day you're sending out probes and messages. This planet's so noisy. You're getting noticed. More and more. And you better get used to it. Well, if that's all there is, Pip and I will be off. Got a marshmallow moon to visit. Come on, Pip. This isn't pollutant. It's Africa. We're back where we started. You forgot to cancel the coordinate program, didn't you? Yes. Well, shall we try again? No, just a minute. Have we been here before? Or are we yet to come?